Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Riccardo, the Roleplay Gamer, and I like to party. Welcome to Tooth and Tail. This is a fantastic little real-time strategy game that I think has the potential to revolutionize the genre. I know, it's a big call. I'm gonna explain myself, don't you worry about that. So listen, there are 3 reasons I say this. First, the matches are real quick. We're talking 5 to 10 minutes, which, you know, some of you might go, well, how interesting can that be? How exciting can that be? But I assure you, the back and forth, the tense moments, the ambushes and the strategy, the base building, everything that goes into your gun variety 20 to 30 minute RTS match in any other game, all of that is distilled into 5 to 10 minutes. It's all there. It just happens a hell of a lot quicker. Like scouting is done in 30 to 60 seconds. Right? Or exploration is done because we've got random maps here, which is another fantastic, I don't want to say addition, because that was like traditionally how RTSs worked, right? Wasn't it? At least Age of Empires, right? I'm coming from an Age of Empires era. That's how I got into the genre, Age of Empires 1. And since then, I've just been fiending for RTS. But I'm very dissatisfied with the direction the genre has gone. For example, MOBA. Listen, MOBA is not RTS. I'm telling you, if anyone says it is, I'm going to get real mad. I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it. Alright, secondly, you've got army customization. I'm just going to quickly jump into sort of a mock match here, and I'm going to show you what that's about. So, army customization. This is for real. You can have an army loadout. Not only is this fantastic for, like, ownership of a strategy or a build, it's like, this is the way I play. Like, for example, I like to play full reptile meta. Done. You know, that's my build. And then one more, but I don't want to jump into the match just yet. You know, and we're just all reptiles. It's thematic. You know, is it a fantastic build? You know, maybe not. But it's won me some online matches. It really has. It's fantastic. Now, you can get crazy with this, right? Let's go Bob Ross. Let's get crazy. Ready for this? We're talking full structure meta. I haven't even got any units. I mean, I need 1 unit because you need 6, but I've just gone full. Will this work? Geez, I don't know. In my head, I can think of a strategy. I can think of how it would work. You just slowly push up with lots and lots of turrets and you take all the farms and you then essentially win by out turtling and like encompassing your enemy. Why not? It could work. Will it work in the meta of the online? I don't know, but I think conceivably it could. That's the fact that you can do that. That is so cool. I've always wanted something like this in an RTS, and I don't know if anyone's done it before. They very well may have, but I've never seen it before. The actual ability to customize your build. You create your faction. That is so cool because, you know, you don't actually have. There's no difference in the factions. You've got 4 factions, and no one can play the. 2 people can't play the same faction in a multiplayer match as far as I'm aware. But that's fine, because the factions don't actually mean anything other than the way your commander looks, which is the portraits you're seeing here, and the color of the army. But that's totally fine, because you've got the difference, you've got the customization in how you actually build your army. And lastly, you can play this with a controller. Not only can you play it with a controller, but I would recommend that you do play it with a controller. We're just going to do a medium match here. Because that's, you know, I can more consistently beat medium currently. Especially when I'm talking. Look, I can beat hard pretty reliably. But not when I'm gas bagging. Alright, let's go for... I'm going to go, just for the sake of absurdity, I'm going full reptile amphibian meta right here. I'm telling you right now, I'm probably not going to use the frogs. But for the sake of the theme and the absurdity, I'm also going to go for a drumfire cannon, which is essentially like a mortar defensive thing. So hang on, I'm just going to scooch back a little bit here and explain what I'm doing here. So we've got nomads of the north that are really fast moving but not particularly strong spear throwing lizards. We've got kamikaze frogs. We've got stealth chameleons with big clubs that do a lot of damage. We've got ranged poison spitting snakes. We've got, you know, just a regular sort of turret kind of unit, and then we've got a sort of mortar turret kind of thing. So listen, I'm going to jump in here. Let me tell you, you can play with keyboard and mouse. You can also play with controller. You are, I assure you, trust me guys, you are competitive regardless of how you play. It's just a matter of a personal preference and what you find most comfortable. So it took me about 30 minutes, I reckon, to really get used to using a controller for this sort of game. But once I did, it's now my preferred way to play. Where's the enemy base? It's probably, unless it's over here, it might be up in the other corner. So listen, that's the, alright, look, I've been out too long. Alright, I probably know where the enemy base is. So what I've just done is I've burrowed home, which just takes me home, right? If I've got multiple farms, then I can select which one I burrow home to. That's fantastic. It's really fantastic early game to sort of speed up the scouting process. So, you know, you're not wasting time just running back to your base. I love that. Alright, so there we go. They're there. Alright. The farms defend themselves. You know, be aware of that. Don't you worry about it. Which is great because it doesn't entirely eliminate, but it helps to eliminate one of the biggest problems I have with real-time strategy these days, and that's that if you're not very good facing someone who's really experienced, you can conceivably get stomped by scout units in like the first 1 to 2 minutes of the match. I hate that. I know, get good, scrub, but look, I love that that's not even a possibility here. Yeah, like it might be, but you'd have to literally be doing nothing. All right, let's scooch around here. So look, controller, it actually works. It's really good. Like I said, you're competitive regardless of what you use. Now, I have played with keyboard. I'm going to scooch back a little bit. I just want to do a little bit of a harass, sort of take down his production there. So I just took down what I assume was a squirrel nest. So now he's sort of on the back foot there in terms of producing units. Don't even worry about it. We can totally interrupt the commander burrowing home, by the way. And depending on what you're walking on, you know, you'll move at different speeds. So grass is sort of neutral. Water slows you down, and sort of cobble paths speed you up. So let's put down a trench gang hive and a tooth collector hide. Put down a couple more farms and get ready to expand once we have enough resources. This is going to be good. All right, let's go in. So they've actually got a really wonderfully defensive position because they've got the height advantage and it's difficult to flank them because of the water. I feel like they're coming across the water here. Let's intercept them here. Let's go. Come on, boys and girls. Let's do it. Alright, I should probably put down a turret or something, but whatevs. Okay. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Alright, so look, keyboard and mouse. It doesn't seem like you actually use the mouse. Like, you use left and right click, but you don't use the actual mouse movement. So you could conceivably, I was toying around with this idea, you could conceivably rebind the commands that are on left and right click to keyboard keys and just play with a keyboard. You could do it! And you would still be competitive. It doesn't matter. And the reason for that is because you're really only controlling one army. You know, you can split your forces. You can do that. And I'll show you that in a second once we take out this farm. We're under attack. So let's get back there. Let's burrow home. Alright. No, we're fine. Looks like the pigs handled it. Alright. So your units, of course, don't burrow with you. That'd be a little bit too OP. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's grab this farm, I think. And we're going to defend it. We need to up our economy here. Okay, let's pop our guys in the high ground. So I'm just going to quickly show you splitting up the forces. So if I scroll over to my lizards, for example, and hold the left trigger, they're going to move on their own. Right trigger is move everyone. And this is all contextual. So if you want to build your little lizard hive, you scroll over to your lizard hive and you press A or X on the DualShock controller. It's really quite, you know, it took a little bit, just a few minutes of like, what is going on here? But now it's like second nature, and I'm real fast with it. It's good. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's pull them back here. You know, the lizards aren't too strong, but luckily they're backed up with my stealth chameleons, you can probably barely see, and my dank spitting vipers. Not even a problem. Alright, let's build some farms. And maybe let's put down a turret here. One there. That'll be good. So you can turtle. I've done it before. I haven't done it in a multiplayer match though. I don't know how effective it is in multiplayer, but listen, if I can do it, I'm determined. I'm gonna do it because I'm a habitual turtler. That's right. It's a real problem. All right. Cool. We're all good. I think we're poised here. This is a good example of sort of back and forth that you can expect. You know, in matches, I've played multiplayer matches where I've just gone in and stomped fairly early, but it hasn't been like a clean stomp. There has been a little bit of back and forth, but you know, it was a quicker match and a little bit anticlimactic, maybe done in 5 minutes. But there's also been matches that I've won that have been, you know, just incredibly exciting with the back and forth. Let's build some more trench gang. My chameleons. All right, let's go in. Let's go in for the kill here. Let the turrets handle that, and we'll come around the side. All right, let's go. Let's take out their production. We got this. I think we've won. I think this is it. Take out the units first. Take out the production. Let's go after the farm. It's happening. So you can't attack with your commander at all. It's all done through... There we go. That's the one. Oh. Am I the greatest? Probably not. But that was satisfying. You can also watch replays. Let's actually watch a replay while I talk about this a little bit. Look. I really love this game. I thought it was a cool idea. When I first heard about it before release, I thought it was a cool idea. But I thought... Listen, I don't know if it's really going to satisfy my need for an RTS, but let me tell you right now, it absolutely does. Just to reiterate, you know, I'm an Age of Empires fan, so I suppose that slower sort of RTS. I want to like your I'm just going to sort of prop up on what he's doing over here. I want to like fast competitive real-time strategy, but I just can't get into it. And it's not even a matter of just like not being good. Like, yes, I'm not very good at like your StarCraft 2s and that sort of thing, but the reason I don't want to get good at it, even if, look, I might not even be able to, but the reason I don't want to get good at it is because I just don't find it fun. I'm like, it's moving so fast, there's just so much stress and so much shit going on screen, so much shit I have to keep track of with the micro and whatnot. It's so much multitasking that I'm not enjoying the experience. But with this, because it's smaller, because you got the smaller map, the faster games, the fact that you're really only controlling the one army, like I said, you can split up your forces, so you can sort of, to some degree, you can have multiple battles going on at any given time, but your main forces are controlled just through your commander, and it's just the one main army. Because of that, you know, the micro in it, and there is micro there. You saw it. They're sort of weaving around and trying to flank, getting the higher ground, and that sort of shit. It's there, you know, pulling back when you're sort of being stomped. Like, for example, when you've got, luckily there weren't any here, but when you got the exploding frogs, they're a bitch. They're like the bane of my existence. I gotta pull my guys back so that I don't get destroyed while they're trying to take out the frogs, right? It's there. The micro is there, but it's not overwhelming. So I would say, I'm not sure if this game's necessarily going to appeal to your diehard like StarCraft 2 fans, for example. It very well may, but not necessarily for the same reasons that, you know, that they enjoy StarCraft 2. But I would absolutely recommend this game to anyone who loves RTS, loves a concept of RTS, wants to be able to play competitively in some degree, but just can't get into it. You know what I mean? Like me, right? The ladder anxiety, dude, it's real. There's no ladder anxiety in this. I swear. I haven't felt an ounce of ladder anxiety. It's incredible because the match is so quick. If you lose, doesn't matter. In 5 minutes time, you're in with a new build. You say, oh, look, they stomped me with this completely different build. Completely different to what I was rocking. Maybe I'll try their build and see how it works. Or I'll try their build and mix it with mine. You can experiment like that, and it's really cool, and you define your playstyle. It's... to look at it, you might go, well, there's not much here. But, you know, when you explain exactly what's going on, it's deceptive. There's actually more to it. In terms of content, you know, you've got your skirmish, which is what we've played here. You've got your online matches, which I'd love to show you, but can't because it doesn't look like there's anyone playing right at this minute. Last night, I was getting multiplayer matches, online matches, you know, really quite easily. I didn't have to wait. I had to wait like seconds. So it really wasn't a problem. But look, at least I don't know how it works. I'm sure that it will connect me to people outside Australia. But yeah, look, I suppose it really depends on the time. So I'm hoping that people really catch on to this, and there's a strong multiplayer community, you know, developing there, because I could totally see like playing 30 minutes of this every night, which would like equate to 3 to 6 games a night. That's a beautiful concept to me. Just ranking up, getting better, trying new things. There's also a campaign that's really interesting. Like I may have said at the beginning, it's really dark. It's really cool. I don't want to spoil anything for you there, but you know, it plays, you know, more or less like this. I feel like the matches, at least in the early campaign, are even shorter than the multiplayer matches or the skirmish matches. Just because they're more focused. They've got, some of them have, you know, different rules and whatnot. But it's fun. You know, there's fun to be had there. But for me, at least, the main appeal is the potential for multiplayer, oddly enough. I feel like it's finally happened. All my life, I've wanted to be able to play an RTS online. And it's finally happened. What an incredible game. I would love to see other developers take inspiration for Tooth and Tail in the future, and, you know, expand on it, and maybe see if they can take this style of RTS and make it even deeper. That's not to say that there's not enough depth here, but to, like, look, before I go into like Riccardo the Roleplay Gamer game dev mode, I'm getting ideas, man. I'm getting ideas. But look, what a game. What an incredible game. Let's speed up here. It'll run on a potato, I think. It's beautiful. Let's watch it. Let's watch the stomping again. It's fantastic. It's incredible. All right, so I'm not going to belabor the point. I'm not going to go any further with this. You've seen what it's like. I just want to play more of it. I really do. I really do. I love that you can play it with a controller, and it's actually comfortable to do so. I love that you put together an army build, and you can customize, you know, your playstyle there. Incredible. I love the art style too, and I love the music. What a game. What a fantastic game. Anyway, guys, there'll be a link down in the description if you want to check it out on Steam. It's also, bonus points, it's also on GOG and PS4, and it has crossplay between GOG, PS4, and Steam. Now, a little disclaimer, I think as of the recording of this video, GOG crossplay isn't currently set up yet, but I believe that is coming. I just don't know when. But it's just like the full package, guys. It's a full package. But yeah, I know I'm raving about this game. It wasn't sponsored by the devs or anyone. I didn't even get the game for free. I bought it. I just love it. It's fantastic. I want to play more right now, but I gotta go do some work. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Tooth and Tail? What do you think about this style of RTS? Where did you start with the genre? If you are a fan of RTS, which game got you into it? And what style of RTS is your favorite? We talking, you know, Age of Empires, StarCraft, any other style of RTS? Don't say MOBA. MOBA's not an RTS. I will slap you. I will. Don't make me come over there. Anyway, guys, taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.